purchased. Rescue. Oops, there's the engine. We better look at it this time. Well, let's go inside and meet the crew, shall we? Here we are.
Hey, tourists.
As you can see,
Go to Disneyland.
they're very receptive to this whole idea. Very receptive. And this is the crew. Okay, Brian. Okay, nice shot.
Still into it.
Olga Herrera, Brian Porter, Bob Gardner.
Get that thing out of here.
Who cares about that guy anyway? He just comes in for lunch. He doesn't actually work here. What? I am. Why? Here we are talking Debbie, the lifeblood of the department. She's the one who keeps everything going.
No, he already did. Gotta say.
Gary getting lunch.
Better not order back.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off.
Size 10.
Take your shirt off. Accurate legend.
This is
That looks like cheap Doom.
what? This is all the fireman could afford in 1989. Actually, it's pretty good. The Acura probably doesn't belong to a fireman. The roof rack belongs to a fireman. That's about it. And oh yeah, I got to get this. Some of the current work that's going on. Contaminated dirt. Okay, go ahead. Give us the running schmeal here. What is they?
Bound for Casmalia.
Bound for Casmalia. Actually, they're looking for a seashells, I think is what it was.
I think so.
Big treasure hunt. Yeah, got a little out of hand. Let's back the station.
I like the look.
Basketball hoop sees a lot of action.
Oh yeah.
Let's zoom in on that. There we go. Yeah.
Get a good shot of that parking structure over there, because if it's standing in 40 years, it'll be amazing.
Parking, that's true. That baby ought to come down in heat.
Not exactly built like the famous pyramids of Egypt.
Nothing in this town is.
No.
This building has stood the test of time, however, behind Station 1. This is how we communicated in the 80s, with signs. Very primitive. Nobody obeyed them. Nobody paid any attention to them.
Well,
tell us a little bit about this hotel, Gary.
Well, this hotel over here is recently remodeled and refurbished for the underprivileged of Santa Barbara.
I.e.
B shift.
Retired fireman.
I.e. B shift.
Retired firemen and other brain-dead individuals.
And there's a room reserved for
Hotel
Gary
Riviera.
Right.
Gary Pitney has got a room reserved in there.
Well,
they've got his
secretary suite.
got his drool bucket in there, and he's ready to go. But these are some of the local denizens of Santa Barbara that made the city as fine as it is today, which isn't saying much.
Who belongs to our secretary?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Station 1, Santa Barbara City Fire Department. As you'll notice here, we have secretary parking. I believe it's been mislabeled. It should read chief parking, because these girls are obviously the ones that do run the department. They know everything forward and backwards. I'm telling you, speaking from experience, you're not to mess with these girls' parking places. People have lost limbs and lost loved ones in the process of parking in these girls' parking spaces. And Debbie, living proof over here.
As innocent as she may look.
Well, vicious. She looks sweet and innocent enough.
I am,
Underneath all
honestly,
this,
I am.
there's a vicious, hardened criminal.
No, there is not.
Check out the leather. Fan on the leather.
Slit throats. People in parking
And body parts, too.
Or said something bad about the T-shirt order.
Satanic ritual.
Dave Fierro.
Satanic ritual.
And go. Okay.
Acting Chief Ed Lindquist, we're here on the scene of the Casmalia relocation site. What do you think about this new facility?
Actually, me personally, I think that hole over there for a time capsule is way too deep. They'll never dig down quite that far to get to one. I thought 6-8 inches would be great. 18 feet, it's madness.
Sheer madness, I think. You've heard it here. What do you think the reason was behind going so deep?
Well, because in the future they're going to find that videotape is hazardous to your health. And this guy's got that thing stuck to his eye like that. It's going on him.
In other words, it's linked to brain cancer.
Exactly.
Well, actually, the thing's stuck in my eye right now. I can't get the damn thing out.
You might want to take a picture for posterity's sake. The Wave of the Future, the Taurus, and the LTD side by side. Those are now classics. The Thunderbird, they're a dime a dozen. You can get them anywhere.
That's true. That's true. As you look at these, actually, somebody actually paid money for these. Bought them new.
Now, if you pan back and just follow my finger,
Yes.
you'll see the turbine-powered annex.
Ooh.
See rotating turbines up there.
They at one time thought that this type of energy was very efficient, but
Exactly. Cheap fuel. Exactly.
very cheap fuel.
It came. There were large shafts that came down and stirred pots of chocolate. inside that building.
Is that a euphemism, chocolate?
But yeah.
Okay.
Euphemism? That's pretty big. You're a fireman, aren't you? That's pretty big talk for a fireman.
Did you get the...
Go ahead. Okay. Hello, my name's Dean Silvies. I'm doubling as the photographer, and I wanted to get on camera, basically. One thing I'd like to share with you today, we as the Santa Barbara City Fire Department are very, care a lot about the environment, care a lot about recycling. That's what these are for. For instance, recycling paper, newspaper. Here's some here. Ann Landers. She was, became president later on, I believe. You'll be hearing more about her. Also, recycled aluminum. I believe this will probably be worth a lot of money when you guys dig this thing up. In the 90s, these are probably worth, near beers, probably, what, $10, $17 a stick pack. Pretty good stuff. And one of the things we're most proud of, once they're completely washed up and gone, we like to recycle firemen.
Oh man, am I gonna go back again?
Here's one here. Yeah, you gotta go back, and he was good for a while, you know, but they run out. And what are you gonna do with them? So
Do you have to sanitize them before you put them into use again?
this
Or?
guy, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But we recycle him, and he's ready to go back. So
The old
jump right down the truck.
acting as most captains do.
Setting a good example, something that we can follow and be proud of.
Didn't they originally have to melt down old firemen and remold them
Well,
to
they
reuse
melted them
them?
down, yeah, but now they've got a new process. It's an injection molding, basically, and it's much like this ice. And
Decent shot.
What is a decent shot?
Yeah.
So is that Jim still throwing those things?
I think he stopped.
Captains, once they get to captain, we can't recycle them. They're completely shot.
Is that right?
Washed up, and as you can see, they have no sense of humor either.
Isn't there any way to retrain them at all, or are they
No,
just useless?
Once they've reached, it used to be. See, captain used to be like a level to be achieved.
Right.
But now it's basically once there's no other use for a person, they make them captain.
They promote them to captain.
Yeah. Well, they don't have to drive. And they don't have to do anything. They just sit in the other seats.
Right.
That's about all it is right now, though. Thanks. We'll be seeing you later.
Thank you very much, Dean. On-scene reporter, Dean Silver.
Paul Carter just took a speed reading course with Evelyn Woodhead. Speed reading dynamics.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is something that went on quite often.
Is he looking at the pictures, or is he
trying to
actually
better
reading?
his education? He's looking up some words like, okay, there's Apollo, for instance. A little known fact about that.
What's this word? What's this word?
Paro. See, he's looking it up right now. Little does he know it's
First word.
rapport.
Wow, autofocus can't hang with that.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, we're upstairs at Station 1. Just thought we'd show you what the dorm looked like. We're serious now. It's a 106, by the way. We just finished lunch. As you come down through here, off to the right, we have a weight room. Firemen try and keep fit, keep in shape. It's the decade of the hard bodies. We just have a universal. We have free weights. We have bicycles.
Wait, Dean, come back. Come back here. Why don't you pull off a couple reps of this?
Just rip off a couple reps.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to show off.
Yeah.
But for those of you, weighs this is probably what, 400 pounds?
Could be. Yeah, each one of those is 200 out there.
200.
I think you're about
Actually, they
500.
look a lot smaller on videotape than they
Yeah.
really are. But
Yeah. Not like TV makes people look fatter, it makes weights look smaller.
that's true. But and I didn't even lift that much. Most of the people in the department can lift much more than this.
He's sweating. He's sweating.
So.
He's sweating just thinking about it.
And those are the type of reps we like to do around here.
Yeah.
But we'll just continue on through the rest of the dorm.
All right. Of course, you want to save some strength in case there's a big fire later.
Well, I didn't want to, show off.
Yeah.
Typical cubicle is what we call them. 2 beds. This is where most of the people stay. Very panoramic show you.
Similar layout to the Falding New
Sure.
Virginia Hotel.
Very similar layout.
Yeah.
Individual lockers. And so in there's the captain's dorm, but again, that's just basically padded walls. And
Right.
as we explained about the captains earlier on.
Right.
Here's something, somewhat of a shrine.
Oh yeah.
The Kings fans here, as you probably know by now in the history books, Kings were the greatest team ever to play hockey. Here
they
they
were.
are here. Started the run of their dynasty in '89. It's the current team.
That was the first year we won the Stanley Cup.
First year
one
we
of
won the
eight
Stanley Cup, yeah.
Stanley Cup victories in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you probably know better about that than I.
Yeah.
This hat, also very famous. famous people on the hat. Alex Trebek from Jeopardy. I'm sure he's still doing it. Earl Hershiser. Flash in the pan.
He got his 7 mil and
Got his 7 mil and basically pitched like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took one, Dewey Oxenberg. Very, very famous person.
Dewey.
Yeah. But obviously something the Kings.
This is a king shrine. This area is probably the most sacred area in the dorm.
Perhaps, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That and the Three Stooges poster on the back wall there.
Well, I think it's a little known fact that actually Curley did play winger for the Kings for a short period of time.
That is true.
But,
I hear he did.
Little known fact.
He did score. He did have a 50-goal season.
At one time.
Before he went into TV.
That's true. That's true. But much more successful on TV.
Yeah. In fact, he is Wayne Gretzky is a direct descendant of Curly Howard.
That's true. That's true. Both called the Great One, by the way.
Right, the Great One. If you look on his birth certificate, it's Wayne Curly Gretzky Howard is his formal name.
That is true.
Okay, let's move on.
Moving over here, we're going to show you something that is a must most of the fire stations. This is how we decided who would do what around the station. Your basic dartboard. We became quite proficient at it, and most of the people here could throw balls just about any time they
Give
wanted.
an example of that proficiency.
Well, let me just show you.
Try if you can not to hit the bullseye, though.
Well, okay,
all right.
Because hitting the bulls became such an easy task that I'll just kind of surround it. Oops! See, there it was again. And
now show the people where you were actually throwing from.
Well, right here, actually.
Yeah.
See, it's trick photography at its finest, but hey, we're not going to get left behind on this special effects BS.
Firemen have never been accused of ones to really stick by the rules of any game. So
not at all.
Basically, you throw from anywhere you feel like it.
Just about. And we've had some real fun, real successful games here too. Okay, here we'll just continue down. We're going in a circular, counterclockwise motion. Continue cubicles. Here is a famous cubicle. This is my cubicle. As you can see. Basically a lived-in look is what I'm trying to achieve here. I think I've done a pretty good job of getting it there. Everything, I know where everything is. It's all laid out.
Nicely laid out. Wall decoration.
Tartar Control Aquafresh was a very important part of any firefighter's career. If you lose your teeth, you lose your. That's it, man. You're washed up.
Well, because you make your living from your smile.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Well, look what happened here. This is definitely analog technology. This is probably a good thing that we've captured this General Electric wall clock for all future generations to take a good look at, because I don't think you'll ever see anything this mechanical 40 years from now. And something that really...
This is what we've gone to right here, basically.
Right.
The Casio dime a dozen watch.
Right.
And
someday...
This is 24 years old, by the way.
Right. It'll have uplinks to satellite someday. Communications will be Dick Tracy type wristwatch communicators.
Now what we like to do is simulate an emergency response as we are upstairs, like I previously noted. But a choice is ours, and that's where we think everybody still basically has a need for that. But that's one thing maybe you aren't too familiar with, and that's the old pull open. This is where we get down to the trucks and get out there and find some fire station lots.
Aren't they actually working on a transporter beam now that will be...
Yeah, that's true. That is what they're doing.
Beam the firemen directly from their bed to the fire trucks?
Right to the call. Everything is beamed to the call, and we'll probably still be using one to put out the fire.
Right.
So I'll just go ahead and show you how I slide the pole, and then you come on and follow me down. Right. Just to give you a little idea of what it's like.
Okay. How was that?
And there you have it. Well, actually, it was quite exhilarating.
Was it?
And
now, whose property is this camera in case anything were to happen?
It's Sam Dumas's, who is the deputy chief. So if something does happen to the camera, Gary Pitney's asked to basically be in a sling.
That would be me.
That would have to be me. So why don't you come on down, Gary?
Okay, here I go.
Give it a ride.
Okay, hang on.
Here it comes. Here we go. Okay.
How's that?
Good deal.
No, I don't feel so good. Whoa, okay, good. There's Bob.
Bob Gardner, yeah, again. Oh, this is an interesting thing. Smoking was something that we did in the 80s.
In the 80s?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's done anymore or not, but...
No, they kill people now if they're caught with a cigarette.
They do.
In the year 2025.
It's a known federal offense.
They will be put to death.
But, we eat enough of this stuff as it is. Just it kind of helped build up the lungs to the use of smoke.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was. Most firemen did it. And
But didn't they?
It was a training tool. Basically.
Didn't they find in the 80s?
I think it was known to cause rats and laboratory cancer too.
It was.
So.
Yeah.
But there you have it.
Okay. All right. Good.
Doing great.
We'll put this on standby.
Here we are, Dan Stout, training officer extraordinaire, doing mapping out the strategies of and futures of the department as we speak. Wait, that's a map of Idaho. Never mind. We probably shouldn't be recording this. But
I think what he's doing is computing how many gas stops he's going to have to make.
From here to Idaho?
From here to Idaho, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's getting extra fuel tanks installed in the vehicle.
Drop tanks.
Now, what is this going to be?
This is for the time capsule. This is our fellow firefighters in the year 2047 will be looking at this and seeing exactly how we operated. Some of the
This is a
Chief Stout's office.
really antiquated system.
He was also, the training officer is also responsible for keeping all radioactive material in this closet here, and one of his responsibilities. That's why he got paid the big bucks. Thanks for seeing us, Dan, and we'll see you later. Let's go in and say hi to the fire chief, shall we? Here he is. Oh!
Yeah, have Sylvie's promoted. Have Hankins brought in my office too. I want to talk to him. That's right. Yeah, apparently there is some child molestation case that's in progress right now. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you.
Approximately 2 feet taller than the assistant sub.
Why didn't you go here?
Like I'm an undercover chief. I'm kind of nervous about
This is this is
people.
the chief's office. This is not the chief. This is Gary Pitney.
No, I'm kind of nervous about people filming in my office.
And this is basically where all the
Basically that you have to
everything comes from here.
with the
This is about where it is. He's not in right now. That's how come we're here. Captain's office.
Come on in.
Gary's waiting for us again. What a guy. Here we are. We'll just come right on in.
You've seen the captains coming. You've seen the captains coming.
Senior captain's coming. This is really the nerve center. This is where it all happened. The logbooks, the computers. We're just now getting some Apple computers. Probably old news to you guys.
Well, new typewriters have you.
New typewriters. TV set. That's a must for any captain's office, actually. The white phone goes straight to Commissioner Gordon in Gotham City. And
They can get the bat ray and
the
shine
bat
on
ray
cloud.
anytime they want.
Let us know.
All, of course, the important notices, publications, vital to any fire department.
You'll find most firemen in front of this calendar at any given time.
Explain the calendar briefly, Gary. Would you
Well, basically, you'll find the crew crowded around this calendar trying to fight for the allotted vacation time they have, since firemen basically have very little free time to themselves or their family to
Very true.
plan vacations. As you can see, the green days for sea ship are the days that we do work. So it gives you, scarcely 20 days a month to really enjoy it.
I shudder to think. Hopefully, the working conditions will be much better when you
In
guys.
the future, hopefully. Yeah.
And this is the status board, top state of the art right here. A wooden board with paper tags on it, so
Right.
we can keep track of the personnel. This is changed around daily, sometimes hourly, to screw with the individuals just as much as possible. But there it is.
The
Yes.
system as it stands is so complicated that they haven't been able to get a program that's compatible Macintosh.
Absolutely.
So as
And
it is, we're going to have to continue to do it the old.
as it is, it takes
antiquated
weeks and
way.
weeks of training just to figure out what indeed is going on with this thing. But
And-
there are those that know, and we admire them deeply.
Right. And a sudden opening of the door during a windstorm can throw the whole system into turmoil.
Which
and could take weeks to put.
and it puts the entire department offline for
Right.
just almost too long to mention.
Right. We should have been filming that.
Just outside of the captain's office, we have the Hall of Fame, basically trophy cabinet. And as you can see, the
Oh, Warner.
hey Warner,
We have a guest
a guest speaker,
speaker.
Warner McGrew, fire marshal.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Good.
Tell us what you got going today.
Well, as soon as we solve the Laotian crisis, we're going to be getting right on into.
Good deal. Just another day's work, huh?
Hey.
Well, keep on it. Good
Nice
job.
work, yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
But getting back to the important stuff.
This is time capsule.
Yeah.
One of the other
Busy guy. He's making his rounds.
responsibilities of the fire marshal is to get the mail and take it into the secretaries. Okay, would you do that? Yeah, you missed him the other day. Good guy, Warner.
Okay, let's back
Back to the trophies. Explain this rather nice looking one here.
This trophy, of all the trophies in this display case, is probably the one that we're most proud of here at Station 1, because it was a first place finish
Let me get that.
right here.
Oh my, yes it
For our
was indeed.
department volleyball team, which consisted of, at that time, Dean Silvies, which has since passed away. Yeah, it was tragic. It was a recreational tragedy, is what it was. It was a
tricycling accident.
Tricycling accident. Yeah. Lee Waldron, Steve Berman, myself, Gary Pitney, probably one of the better looking guys on the team at that time.
Without a doubt.
Mike Hankins, Mike Schuett, and Brian Porter, all of which combined for a victorious finish in C League. I think our record was 2-7.
2-7, yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, we got first place trophy.
Absolutely. By default.
Right.
But nobody else knew. But here's some of the other various awards and trinkets that have been accumulated over the many years of this fine athletic department, I might add.
Right. In particular,
that's a former chief there. We had him bronzed, and he was not a big man, but everybody respected him and admired him. Here, yeah, Gary is actually
female species, which
some of the various flora and fauna that were frequent in this area. Anyway, this is the battalion chief's car. Each of the battalion chiefs had one of these.
it's all right with you. I'm going to take some on good time.
Command vehicle. Gary's going to go and make sure that they're checked up on their CPR card. It's the chief's car. We're very proud of these things. These are our newest purchases. Self-propelled apparatus, chemical wagon, and the hose cart. And there's no other department can match this type of machinery anywhere at any time. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're up in the fire prevention office, and this is the other part of the fire service. Prevention is one of our pride in prevention and protection. And we'd like you to meet somebody, Marianne, who basically runs the show here. Tell us a little bit about what you do, Marianne.
Well, I type the fire reports, incident reports for our fire inspectors. We have 5 fire inspectors, 2 public education coordinators, and our fire marshal, Assistant Fire Chief Warren McGrew.
I see, and we've met him previously. So it's your responsibility basically to keep all these people in line and
keep all these people in line and to do all their work.
Good, and good for you.
Go out there and do all the inspections.
So basically, you justify their phony baloney jobs.
I justify their being here.
And you're doing a rather good job too, because they're still getting paychecks.
Yes, we still are.
Okay, well, we don't want to interrupt you. You're a busy lady. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here we have Mike Katowski, who is right now coordinating.
Is that him?
No, that's not Mike. Very, very good resemblance.
There
Actually, that's Mike over there. And he is one that's kind of setting up our new computer-aided.
Which by the time
our department is going into the computer age.
You need to clarify. By the time people see this, all this stuff will be outdated.
Actually, that's
probably won't recognize any of
probably
it.
Macintosh will be making dumpsters by that point in time.
These will be doorstops.
These are the doorstops, but as we speak, this is pretty much state of the art. And Mike Katowski is state of the art also.
This is a time capsule?
This is a time capsule, yes. We're just kind of trying to introduce our...
Hello, future.
That's it. We've got Macintosh computers, and nobody knows how to run them or what to do.
And that's the way I intend to keep it, too. It's called job security.
But they've got some great games on here, and I'll tell you what, if there's one thing we can do, that's play games.
As a matter of fact, if this is for a time capsule, for the future, as it were, I have actually a future message for the time capsule.
Should I get into screen
so you can
view?
hear this here.
Okay.
Here, come on around, Gary.
Thanks.
Let me move this stuff out of your way. And
What are these things on the wall over here? This is some kind of outdated form of communication.
Outdated form, yeah. These were chalkboards, but we don't use those anymore.
Okay.
Okay, if you just...
Think of them as clay tablets of the 80s.
Oh.
Okay, this is a tribute to the future.
Understanding today's complex world of the future is a little like having bees living your head. But there they are.
There they are.
Thank you.
And actually, we have another one. Life in the future. This is called.
Oh, good.
Man and science gave birth to life here today in the future. I like the future. I'm in it. Build it myself, and I love it. I'm not sure. Personally, I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all right.
I can dig it. I like the future. Well, the future's not here yet, man.
It is for you guys.
Right on.
I said live it or live with it.
Say the heat. Well, I think it has probably great future.
Thank you for that.
Time capsule.
In depth, yes.
Yeah.
As if you pan down, you can see these were a form of stimulant that could be purchased at any drugstore. They're probably outlawed by now due to the fact that they too cause rats and laboratory cancer.
That's
right.
right.
But so just a quick shot and.
Excellent look into the future as
And excellent, yes. I think
perceive it now.
about as well-rounded as anybody we've talked to yet.
Right.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much,
You're
Mike.
welcome.
All right.
Carry on.
Yeah. Here's the real thing, Coke.
This is a form of refreshment that we had. Drop a form of change.
It's sort of a gambling experience. Isn't this a form of gambling?
Somewhat of a gambling. Hopefully, if I pick the right one, it'll drop out the purchase that I. Okay.
Right.
So as you can see, I crapped out, but it's a chance you take. It's kind of exciting, kind of fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't that thirsty anyway.
Really good. Yeah. Another satisfied customer leaves the Coke machine with a smile on his face.
Yet again.
Anna Marie. Wait, we want to capture the bride and offspring. Future Ram stars. Wait, let me interview the future Ram star.
David, come over here. Gary wants
David. And David.
Come here. No, really. Just don't get me. Gary wants to talk to you. Baby. Gary wants to talk to you, Stevie.
Where is he?
Where is he?
There he is. Future Ram player. Dean.
Oh, there he
Hey.
is. Steve.
What's the best football team in the whole world?
Can you tell him? Say. Dallas Cowboys.
No, say
That
Rams.
it? What football team do you like? Rams. They were sold to a trucking firm later on.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it became a minor league soccer team.
Oh, I see. And they traveled all over Paraguay.
Yeah, they
evidently.
at one time were mediocre at best.
Right.
But hey, let's see that shirt. What did he say? Let's see that shirt.
Dallas Cowboys.
Firefighter Olympics. Hey, you're a good-looking son of a gun. You know that?
Is his last name Bryden? It can't be.
No. Is that right? Well, thanks for talking to us.
Here's the other bride.
There you go.
Thanks,
Attaboy.
Stever. Okay, go ahead and play in that hole now. Go ahead. Oh, boy. Good pass. Just like some of the famous future linemen.
Look at that guy. He is.
David Bryden.
Future
David Bryden.
He's about ready to go right
Future
now.
lineman.
There you go. Get away.
Get a three-point stance.
That's right.
Three-point stance. Come out hitting. On three. Ready, break. Quote of the day.
Isn't David, he's really a happy child, but you look at his face and you swear it's the biggest grouch.
David?
Yes.
Oh, similar facial features to Jim, I would say.
Copy of today's front page. Los Angeles Times, tabloid of truth. And of course the anniversary sale for
street test in
Can't make sense.
5 minutes.
hold it up.
Can't make sense out of any of this.
Circulation Sunday. Oh, Gary,
What's that?
we'll move it around. Thursday, April 20th, 1989. Flash kills 47 on Iowa battleship. Oh, that's basically what was going on this day in history.
You can see the guy that caused the accident right here. He's smoking on the flybridge.
Smoking. Brian Porter studying for the upcoming street test, and believe it or not, we actually did this. And Olga, pretending like she's studying for a street test, she didn't know a map from a $3 hat, basically. But we only had to memorize this entire area here, just where you see these white lines. You have to memorize that for your test. There's all the streets. Brian's looking at one of the map books. Could you hold that up for us, Brian? Jeez Louise. You know, they hire the remedial people like this, and let's get a better look at that. Right over his shoulder. He hates it when people videotape over his shoulder. This is our map book. This is how our calls come in. Map page. You look it up. You find out where you're going. Okay, here we go. Breakfast of Champions. One thing that never changes in the fire service.
Roll. Take one.
Take it. Here it is. Ice cream. But we need some
Fireman's,
vanilla ice cream, but something else too.
Nutritional snack.
We need a little peanut butter. Skippy, by the way. And yes, here it is. Yes, I like it.
That's fine. That'll be just
That's
fine.
good. That's good. We're a little bit of cannibalism here, barely right off the back of his hand. No problem.
Okay. This is what gets me through the day.
Gary, sign us off, man. I'm running out of battery.
Well, that's it. Come
That's
on.
it. Oh, wait,
Okay.
again. Sign us off, man.
I need this form of nutrition because we're going on hydrant detail.
Hydrant detail.
The guy has to have Just a little bit of sugar in the system to maintain
just
efficiency
a
and
wee little
maintenance.
bit. But anyway,
exactly what I do.
this will have to do it. Whoever digs this up, Gary Pitney, Dean Sylvies,
I recommend it.
Dave Firo.
What am I doing?
I hope you're doing well. I hope you can figure this out. And there's the time. Say goodnight, Gary.
Good night. 40 years from now.
4 years from now, or however it is.
Meet you in the pit.
We're here. We'll be those old retired guys that they're talking about. What a bunch of idiots they were.